Hello guys. So, couple things. First, I am sorry that I have not uploaded a video earlier in the week. The original footage I had tried to capture did not come out where anything could be seen. 2, I will be doing a Q&A video, and it will be atop a building. So, please go ahead and ask your questions in the comments, and I will get to them in about 2 weeks when I make the video. Now, third, we are going back to the glass plant where I initially recorded a video and couldn't use anything from it. And this time I brought a flashlight. This way we can actually see. Alright, I will pick you guys up when we get close. Okay, so before we get onto property, the fact is I've already scouted this before. I know that on the far side there is no camera coverage. On the side we're on, there is one camera that points towards the back half. Now, being said, that was about a week and some change ago, and they just started deconstruction. So, my guess is, while power is on, it is only on to the specific side of the building that is being used. And before anybody gets on me about walking on the rail tracks, which is what I'm doing right now, I've already checked the signals behind me a number of times. Both are still green, which means that nothing is in this block if both are green on a merging line. Now, I could be wrong about that. There could be something in the block to my right, but I highly doubt that. Now, I am almost 100% positive that there are no security personnel on site right now, and that at least some of the security system is currently disabled. That being on the side that is being demolished. So, what are we doing today? Or tonight? We are going in the side that is completely abandoned, as being demolished. We are going to take a look at what the workers have done. I don't know if my flashlight is going to be power enough to show that in the dark, but we will try anyways. Ah, there's a piece of rail equipment right there. We're going to go over and we're going to touch. Always check behind you when you cross. The mask goes on because we are about to enter private property. And we're going to go touch this piece of equipment. Now, I'm almost 110% sure that I know exactly what this is. And the fact that it's stored here tells me that they may soon-ish future be redoing these rails. Which, to me, that is interesting. We're not going to be pulling any levers or anything because this is an active piece of equipment. Right. Yeah, this is rail construction equipment at its finest. If I recall correctly, yeah, this is meant for dealing with the ballast after the rails have been laid or relayed. Yes, it's Union Pacific. Then you have more equipment right behind it, and more equipment right behind that. Right, so our objective is over there. So that's where we're gonna go. Right. I will catch you over there. Alright, so we're about to stash the backpack. We're about to make our way towards the inside. So. Right. Yeah, there's water in there, so we're not gonna... Oh, no. No, that's just glass. Okay, so we're gonna stash the backpack. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so. This side of the building is not lit up at all, and there's not a camera over here. So our first mission is going to be to try and get to the water tower, and we're going to climb that. We're going to go up it, and we're going to get a nice view. Second is getting inside. Alright, so right. I will catch y'all once I'm on the other side. Okay, so. Right. Big old warehouse. Completely empty. Remarkably clean. Outside of a few bits and bobs. And there are no cameras or motion sensors in here as far as I can tell. Now, I don't recommend doing this unless, of course, you have gloves and a good knowledge of what you're doing. Right, so that is an impossible climb, and there are nothing to actually stand on the side of that water tower. There is no ladder. Oh, no. I tell a lie, I see the ladder. Right, okay. Let's see. I also see our way into the building on that side. Ooh, I don't like that path. And I don't want to make too much noise in case I was wrong. Okay. Right. Since it's going to be easier to get in, we're going to do the second. Right. As far as I can tell, by the way, this place is still at least partially active. Huh. Interesting. What y'all can't see is the fact that I can see how that ladder goes, and that tower is very rusted. Now, while staying in the shadows, let's see. I don't see anybody. I do see a way onto the roof, which could lead us up there. Now, I see no security cameras, which is good. I do see a bunch of shit all over the... Ah, I see why. Bunch of dirt. Now, what I don't see is anybody in there, as far as I can see and tell. It looks like there's somebody right there in front, looking down this way. But they're far too still for that. No, that's just more machinery. Okay. So much to explore here. And I want to see what's in there. Right. And we don't have very long to do this either. Hello. I also wanted to get in there, and I see a way in. I just gotta deal with all that shit over there too. Interesting. Okay. Right. Let's go check over there, and then we'll come back to this. I'm sorry, there's so much here, and I want to see all of it. My issue is deciding what should I see first. What do I want to look at first? So, as far as I can tell, this is all insulation. Wow, that's a lot of scrap metal. And glass all over the place. Yeah, I'm almost certain this place is getting torn to shit. It's getting demolished and stripped. They're getting everything of value that they can out. Because normally you wouldn't leave this stuff open. Yeah. Interesting. Old phone. Motion sensors. Okay. That was unexpected. Yeah, they're definitely tearing this place apart. But I can still hear the hum of machinery over there. Interesting. Worker glove. I don't see any... I do see a camera. So we're gonna exit that this side, because there's no telling if that camera is active or not. Right, so. And there's probably cameras in there too. And this is why you wear the mask. So. From what I can tell, that side of the factory is still active. Somewhat. There's still stuff that's being used. Some of this practically looks brand new, and some of it looks absolutely ancient. So, right. Also, it is 4:30 in the morning. Let's see. I don't see any cameras from here. Doesn't mean there are not any. But as far as I can tell, there's no cameras on the outside around here. We will see what's down there, but I have been around here in the daytime and all I've seen is construction workers. So, right. We will get to that next, because I'm pretty sure that there's a way in to some of it. Okay. Right. I don't know if it came through on the video, so I'll light it up real quick. That's funny. What I don't understand is if this area... Huh. Interesting. I see how you're supposed to access that, but that does not seem very safe. Okay. Huh. This place is lit up like a damn Christmas tree. Things seem to be getting stripped. Yeah, things are definitely getting stripped out of here. I bet you they don't even have any active fire suppression systems in here. Bet you dollars to donuts they don't. Huh. I don't know if this was a glass plant or a steel mill now, judging from everything. $220 pretty standard. That's still active. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Door's off its hinge. Interesting. This place is awesome. And I've been actively keeping an eye out for cameras and sensors, and I haven't seen anything. Oh, this place is all tore out. Huh. All these wires have been cut. All these pulled. Insulation everywhere. Almost nothing active. Huh. I'll have to block that out. That machine's still active. So is some over here. All of that is too. Huh. I hear an air compressor over there. Air leak, okay. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this was at some point. An active steel mill. I haven't seen the smokestacks in this place active in quite a while. Yeah, I highly doubt they're doing anything right now. It looks actually like they're cleaning up. I want to get up into the offices that I know are in that side of the building, but there's no telling if, since this place is more active than I thought, if it will be staffed or not. And yes, Cadis is actively going towards the machines. Huh. It is coming from over there. And yes, I am using active PPE. My shoes are steel toe, or rather composite. Yeah, this place hasn't been used in quite a while. Oh, that might be what they were making. Bottles. Judging from all the glass. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was bottles. Come into my office. Have a seat. We need to talk about your production quotas. Smells stale in here. No air circulation for a while. It's feels different in here. Like it was heavier, thicker air. Yeah, this was a steel mill. Okay. What is making all that ruckus? Seriously. Huh. I guess they left the air compressor running. I wonder how long it's been on. Workman's boots. Alright, we're not gonna go in there. Because out front is where Bobcat. All of this is still stock, so I guess. I guess it's still being used. You'll never catch me in one of these. Not a fan. Huh. Somebody still has a lock on there. I guess some of this plant is still in use, just not a lot. Right, if that's the case, we're gonna head to the side that I look so frickin' stupid. Mainly because that mirror doesn't look right. Huh. Alright, since this plant is still in operation, somewhat, we are not going to stay too much longer. Tornado shelter, I saw. Interesting. Huh. Not gonna touch the high voltage stuff. That's the zappy zappy and the hurdy hurdy, and we don't want to do that. I guess some of this is still active. Keep saying that. I don't know. For those of you new to my channel, I don't sleep at night. I sleep during the day because, unlike some people, I work third shift. Okay. It smells like paint in here. Alright, we are going to, I think, avoid the more active areas, or seemingly active. Hey, you got a hammer? Or, actually, I think I could use one of those washers. Alright. That's the front door. Okay. Well, that goes out front, rather. Right, so I think we've seen about as much as we're going to. We've seen the good and some of the best parts of this place. I'm gonna guess this entire thing is their tornado shelter. At least down here it is. Ah, that's the paint shop. Huh. Right. Interesting. There's a lot of hunting equipment in here. And I can see that there is some active electrical bullshit over there. And we're not gonna deal with that. We're not gonna risk getting the zappy zappy. Because that leads to the hurdy hurdy, as I said before. Which leads to the question. And possibly the deathy of me. Right. Well, that's not spooky at all, red lighting. Also, as far as I can see, there are no motion sensors down here. And I've yet to hear the wee-woos anywhere. Huh. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I can definitely tell this place is getting tore up. Possibly having a redo of a lot of stuff. Okay. Right, I think we've seen just about everything we're going to. Yeah, I think we've seen just about everything we're going to. We are gonna go ahead and head back up top. If, for whatever reason, they don't tear this place down completely, I will come back. And we'll see what's changed, if anything. Now let's see. Exit was that way. Yeah, I'd asked around the locals, my locals, if they knew what this place was. And few people said a glass plant. Some said they didn't know. And few people said it was still active since they saw workers. Nobody guessed that it's not entirely true. Huh. So, I guess some of it is still in use. Bobcat, trash. Yeah, there's a lot of trash. Alright. Time to make our way back outside. Huh, we were just down there. Alright, so, real question is how the hell do we get out? Because I have gone a different way. Ah, we need to go that way. However, I saw something over here. A possible way out. Yeah, judging from everything that is over here and how decrepit it is. Oh. Hello. Huh. I don't think this has been used. Huh, no, that might be. Still used. They really need to talk to their housekeeping, though. This place is dusty. I almost get the name of that decorator, too. Well, that's not disconcerting at all. Having all this crap covered, and so much crap the way it is. Red tape, all of this stuff, just decrepit. Huh, furnace. Ah. Hello. What have we here? Furnace attendant. Toilet. Boosted toilet. I'm gonna guess that all of this is coming out. Aha. See? Right out there. Don't know if that comes through or not, but that place, that's how I got torn down. Right. Which is the side we're headed towards. I saw a way inside. So,